In this video, I'm going to show you how to collect the rarest seeds in Grow a Garden. And by the end of this, I'm going to be seeing how much that these plants are worth. See, I've not been playing this game for very long, but I have been playing it for long enough to know that there are some pretty rare seeds out there, and ones that would like rarely even appear in the shop. But yeah, in this video, I want to show you what I've been doing to pretty much collect every rare seed in the game. At least the ones that are available inside of the shop. So yeah, make sure you guys watch the entire video so you guys can see how. So yeah, let's get into it right now. So yeah, I've actually been grinding this game for a pretty good amount of time, and I've actually purchased a lot of fruits as you can see, but there's one specific seed that is more expensive than anything else here, which is the moon mango right here. This is literally the most expensive plant inside of the game currently, and I'm going to show you how you can get it. So there's actually two ways you can acquire this thing. The first way is probably much easier, and that is by being able to find the seed inside of the event over here. So when you come over to this event, there actually will be a shop here that it spawns, and for me the event's about to start in 15 seconds. But yeah, depending on which event it is, it needs to be a specific event to be able to spawn the moon mango plant, and that event is the moonlight lit event. And yeah, hopefully we get it inside of the server, and if we don't, we're gonna have to hop servers. And okay, it looks like it has become a blood moon. That is pretty unfortunate because we can still access and take a peek at the shop, but we are not able to actually find these the moon mangoes inside of here, unfortunately. But we can at least get another blood owl, I guess, to keep or hold on to. That's pretty nice. We can get these star collars too, and also these moon melon seeds too. These are also pretty decent. But yeah, boys, since that was the blood moon and unfortunately not the moonlit event, we're gonna have to wait another hour for it to go ahead and spawn in. So in the meantime, I can explain the other way that you can actually go in and get this fruit, or not the fruit, these seeds, sorry, and that is actually by getting the red fox pet, and that is obtained through the mythical egg right here inside of my hands, which can go ahead and spawn over here next to the pet eggs. And it does have, but I think, I'm not exactly sure what the chances are. I think we can figure it out though. Yeah, right here it's a 7% chance for the mythical egg to spawn inside the shop, and yeah, I believe the chance of actually getting the pet is like a 2% or something, super low. So yeah, it is a pretty difficult pet to acquire, but if you can actually get it, it is very worth it, because then all you have to do after you get that pet is all you need to do is just find some other player that you can beat inside the server with that is currently growing these moon mangoes as well, and then all you literally have to do is wait for your fox to hopefully run over to their garden and just steal it. It'd probably be much easier to steal if maybe you gave the moon mango to like an alt account or something, or if it was your friend or someone you know and the entire garden was just only placed with a moon mango, so that if the fox did loot your farm, it would be guaranteed to take the mango because that's the only thing that it can take, and it would literally come back and give you a seed, which is actually insane. And yeah, I bet this can be exploited pretty insanely if you probably know what you're doing, and also have a bunch of red foxes too. Yeah, speaking of the mythical egg, as you can see over here, I actually do have a bug egg ready and 3 of these night eggs also ready, so we're gonna go ahead and hatch all 4 of these and see if we can hopefully get something rare. I really want to try and get the dragonfly from the bug egg. That would be insane because that pet is probably the best one in the entire game. I really wish I can get that one, and I believe the drop chance for the dragonfly is only like a 1%, so it is going to be very rare. So we're going to go ahead and hatch that one last. Actually, no, let's go ahead and hatch it first. I'm feeling pretty lucky. I really hope we can get the dragonfly. Let's go ahead and hatch everything else though too. So yeah, from these other things we can hopefully get the raccoon, and okay, we got the snail, bro. That is kind of unfortunate, and we just got a bunch of not too great of pets. Like, yeah, bro, all we got was literally a tiny snail, which is pretty much useless. I mean, it isn't a bad pet because it does have a decent ability, as you can see on the right, 5% to have whenever you harvest crops. So yeah, this one could honestly be pretty useful as well because it literally has a 5% chance to give you the seed, but obviously, or not obviously, but if you read the next sentence, it says rare plants have a lower chance to duplicate. So I don't know what the chance is then. If it's a lower chance, who knows how low it could be. See, honestly, pretty cool that you can also use the snail to get this plant as well, because I didn't even think that was possible. But yeah, that is another way that you can actually obtain the rarest seed. But yeah, now that that's gone, we're gonna go ahead and plant down the mythical egg and then these 3 night eggs as well. These are all gonna take a good amount of time, but we'll come back to those later. Alright, boys, we're back after a while, and as you can see, we now have the shop available to actually look at. And yeah, we can actually buy a night egg. I'll go ahead and do that, but we're gonna scroll down because this is what we're looking at right here, the moon mango, and as you can see, it's actually in stock, which is pretty insane. However, I currently don't have $1 billion cash to be able to afford this thing, or to be able to afford another seed, unfortunately, so that is kind of unfortunate, but I think we may be able to change that, boys. And as you can see right here, I have some pretty nice grapes. It is rainbow, celestial, frozen, and shocked, and we have 2 of them with both of all these mutations, which is absolutely ridiculous. I got extremely lucky to get both of these things, and I think it's time to harvest these now because they have all these insane mutations. So yeah, see if both of these grapes can give us 1 billion coins. That would be insane. This grape also got moonlit, bro. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Celestial, moonlit, frozen, shocked, and rainbow. What the heck? This is the craziest fruit I think I've ever grown easily. Before I sell it, bro, let's just see how much this thing is worth and how much this thing is valued. 300 mil? Alright, that's honestly pretty good, but I was kind of hoping for it to be a little bit more. But we're gonna go and sell both of these, bro, and there we go, 400 mil. So yeah, definitely had some really good mutations on those grapes, but unfortunately, I think I would have needed to actually have a bigger size if I wanted to get a lot more cash from it. But yeah, it's all good. We're gonna go ahead and collect the rest of our other fruits that we have, and then we should have enough. As you can see, I actually did get 2 beanstalks while I was grinding overnight, and yeah, they just showed up inside of the shop, and I went ahead and bought both of them. We also have this massive mango here, boys, but I don't think I want to collect it yet because it's actually so valuable. But yeah, we're gonna sell everything else that we do have right now, but yeah, let me go ahead and go over here and turn in all of these moonlit points that I have. We're about to probably break the game right now. Let's go ahead and give this all of our mutated points, and let's see how much it's about to give us. 251 points, bro. We just got so much stuff, and we literally completed the entire event. We got this owl at the very end. Let's go. And okay, we can also reset the quest if we wanted to for 500 mil. That's pretty crazy. Let me sell everything else I own though, because I want to see if I maybe can get 1 billion real quick. And okay, yeah, we got 500 mil. That's perfect. Let's go over here, and there we go, boys. We can now buy the rarest seed in the game. And yeah, there we go. We now own 2 of these moon mango plants. That's pretty dope. So yeah, I'm claiming all that stuff. We got like 5 of these night seed packs. We're gonna go and open all these up and see if we can get something good maybe. And we also got a bunch of these eggs. We're gonna open all these up in a second to see if we can maybe hatch something. But let me go and spam through the rest of these. Come on, game, give us a good seed. If we can get that moon blossom, that would be pretty nice. I actually already have gotten one right here, but unfortunately we did not get another one. So yeah, let's go and open up all these eggs we have ready, and let's see if we can hopefully get something rare, game. Come on, please give me some luck, bro. I definitely need it. And okay, we got a squirrel. That is not too great. It's not the red fox that we're looking for. And okay, these other 2 eggs gave us some pretty bad or worthless pets. That's unfortunate. We do still have these 4 more eggs though that we obtained from that event, so there we go. At least we have 4 more that can grow. So yeah, not exactly sure how good this squirrel is, but I know these other pets or other pets that I hatch are probably not too great, so I'm gonna go and sell all of them. But yeah, one of these beanstalks that I actually planted is significantly bigger than this other one, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think I'm just gonna still let them grow out for a bit because it would be cool to collect the fruit or plants that they drop, because I think they're pretty valuable. I mean, I'm assuming it is because this is literally the only prismatic rarity plant in the entire game. So yeah, this pet's also pretty rare to get your hands on as well. We also have some pretty big cactus fruit right here. Let's see if maybe these will sell for a little bit. And yeah, I'm going to jump up here to be able to collect these ones up here. This one's actually a pretty massive cactus. There we go. I believe this is the biggest cactus that we own. Let's see how much this thing will sell for. And alright, only 20 mil. That's not too great, honestly. I was hoping for a lot more. But yeah, I also have this mango right here that is celestial and frozen. It's literally this massive one right here. I really want to collect it, but I think I want to wait till I get a couple more mutations on it because it'll make it way more valuable. But yeah, we did just pick up a decent amount of mangoes from our tree that were pretty good mutations. As you can see, I got a bloodlit, celestial, moonlit, and frozen. Not too shabby. Also, boys, another thing I actually wanted to mention is that if you guys didn't know about the bug eggs in the game, they were previously in the game and a lot easier to obtain, but they actually are still possible to get in the game, and they're actually pretty easy. All you really have to do is wait for this pet eggs merchant to show the bug egg inside the shop, and yeah, it's actually only a 3% that the bug egg will show up, which is kind of unfortunate, but there is actually a loophole that has been not many players actually know about that includes the bug egg. It does involve spending Robux, however, which is kind of unfortunate, but what you actually just all you need to do is wait for the bug egg to show up here, and then you can 1, buy it for cash if you have enough, and then 2, it actually lets you spend a little bit of Robux on it to keep buying the egg over and over. However, it does only work inside of the merchant and when the egg's available, so you can't really just come up here and do it whenever you want. The bug egg does need to be available in the shop, so it is pretty rare to find, but if you can, I definitely recommend, if you have any Robux, to definitely spend some on it because it's very worth it, and also pretty rare now because not really the theme of it is a part of the game anymore. So yeah, another thing I recommend is if you guys do actually have a Discord account, I would recommend joining servers with that actually do just show up the egg merchant and the stock every time it refreshes, and it's honestly pretty easy. There is a lot of these servers that actually do it. It isn't just one server. Like pretty much like every Grow Garden server has this ability to go and actually show the shop whenever it does refresh, so it's honestly pretty cool too. But yeah, I'm saying you could do that because it'd be worth it to wait and keep checking the shop for whenever the bug egg shows up, because that's when it's pretty worth it. But yeah, boys, we're actually about to get a new update in the game in like a day or two when I'm posting this video. But yeah, this might be one of the biggest updates in the entire game, and that's why I started playing it, because I saw this update coming pretty soon and I was pretty eager to check it out. And what the theme of it is going to be is actually Busy Bee. But yeah, apparently what's going to be added is they're actually going to be removing this entire Moonlight event, and they're going to be replacing it with the Busy Bees event. And yeah, what's apparently going to happen is you're going to be able to create like extractors to extract honey, and then you can plant those extractors, I believe, on your garden, and they will just slowly give you honey, I believe. And then you'll be able to spend that honey on the merchant that'll be over here. But however, it may be like the Moonlight event where maybe the merchant will only show up every single hour, so you're gonna have to be online pretty often. And then it'll probably end up having like a reward track just like this one, which I think it would be really cool. But yeah, I think I should definitely save my coins to redo this track, because I actually have 624 points, and to get to the end was actually only 530. So I think if I restart the track, it might just add those points onto the next one. That would be pretty cool. But we're gonna need 500 million cats, which we do not even have yet, and I probably won't be able to get in this video, unfortunately. I mean, I maybe could get 500 mil if I sold this mango, but I'm not greedy enough to be able to sell this yet. I'm gonna keep waiting. Also, boys, before I end up the video, I've heard about a bug that a lot of players have been doing, where pretty much all you have to do is just place down a few of the sprinklers, and apparently whenever your fruits grow back, they will be massive. And yeah, the best way to do this is to get one of every single sprinkler available in the game. I am going to be using, I don't have every single one, unfortunately, but we should be okay. We have a couple of the basic ones, we have a godly, and we have some advanced. Let's go and spam all of these down, boys. There we go. Let's place down a couple more basics potentially, and yeah, there we go. We have a ton of sprinklers now that are going to hopefully grow up these moon melons and this beanstalk. So yeah, we're gonna go and leave the game for a bit, and hopefully we can come back to some pretty insanely grown fruits. All right, boys, we are back, and as you can see, these stalks actually didn't grow too big, unfortunately, but we have actually acquired a golden and a rainbow beanstalk, so I guess it wasn't all for nothing. We definitely need to get some mutations on these, and then it might be pretty valuable. But yeah, I guess I must have patched the glitch with the sprinklers, because these melons are not too big. Maybe it was because I didn't include a master sprinkler, but honestly, I would have still thought these would have gotten to a decent size, because these are pretty small in my opinion. I also don't know how I got so lucky to be able to have two other blood bananas right here that are both rainbow. This is actually insane how many rainbow things I have on my plant, or on my garden, I mean. This is actually pretty crazy. But yeah, boys, that pretty much is everything for the video. I'm definitely going to continue to grind, and hopefully by the time the next update drops, we should have a good amount of cash to be able to buy a lot of stuff. But yeah, make sure you guys head over to Discord server if you guys want. A link of that will be in the description. Make sure you guys also check out my Roblox UGC as well. This vortex over my shoulder is a pretty cool item. I really appreciate if you guys would buy it. And make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well, because we're on the road to 100k subs. I really appreciate if you guys subscribe. And yeah, thank you boys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.